Greetings, everybody. This is Marcia Williams here. It's been a while. I want to just talk about two issues today. First one is the resurgence of the COVID-19 pandemic in South Africa and in the world. We've been clearly hit very hard. There's a second wave, and there are many deaths and many people who have been tested positive. We're hearing daily of cases of deaths or people getting the virus. And frankly, it is quite a serious issue at this time, and we can only just urge everybody to do their level best to stay safe, to avoid gatherings, to sanitize, to wash hands, and to keep their social distancing. We hear daily of encouragement messages to various people through social media, and we also hear of calls for prayer in various places. The latest has been also people standing outside hospitals and praying there. So it is a serious issue, and as I said, we can just only try to do our best and pray and have faith in God to come through for us. The second issue I want to deal with is, lots has happened internationally, specifically in the United States of America, with the Congress confirming the president-elect, that whole thing about the protests in Washington, D.C., and the storming of the building. And needless to say, most of us are probably aware of all those happenings. And now the latest is a call to dismiss President Trump, even though he's got 10 days of being in the office. And failing that, they want to start impeachment processes. But I'm not going to discuss the merits of what that's all about. Safe to say that I just wanted listeners to take note of the level of hatred and resentment there is for the man. And I would even say including Christians in many quarters. Who say some terrible things on social media about what should happen to him and so on, and somehow it actually just some of the things being said just detract from the Christian ethic, the way I understand it. So I've said it before, there's some kind of obsessive hatred for the man, and also there's something unnatural about how people are responding to things. You'll notice, for instance, I've been saying quite a lot against the mainstream media that have been just calling on attack, and lies, and there's been steering opinion against the president as well as his party. And it's not just the news, it in some cases it sounds like pure propaganda. So something for us just to take note of. But another issue that's related to that is the social media. What Facebook has got into by and Twitter, for instance, they have been doing things what we call blocking people, the fact-checking that takes place on Facebook. And the recent thing now is that, Twitter wants to has actually removed President Donald Trump from his Twitter account, where his followers are in the number of 80 million, which is actually a strange step to take. And then also how the social media like Facebook and Twitter are wanting to silence opposition voices in America and in the world, and so much to the extent that now you get you know, big tech like Google and Twitter and so on that want to actually close down another server called Parler, because of so many people migrating from Facebook and Twitter to this to that venue, so that they can continue to have open and free comments and discussions. And a new issue for us also is that Facebook now is actually, through agreements, wanting its people to accept an agreement where their personal privacy is compromised, and a lot of people, including here in South Africa and in my community also, are willing and wanting to move over to something else. So just take note of this, that there is something going on in terms of this, and it's like a new world war. The virus is the enemy, and it's not like a conventional war. The whole world is involved in this war, where the enemy is unseen and has infiltrated behind the lines, so-called, into our countries and into our communities. And the battle is of a different sort. It's not with bombs and bullets and weaponry like that, but it's actually now a medical, a health battle that we have to be confronted with. So I just want to leave you with those thoughts. A lot of uncertainty now in the community, amongst us, about what's going to go on in 2021. We've been through a torrid experience in 2020, and we don't know how far this is going to go on into 2021. The only thing that we believers can do is just to hope and pray and have faith that the enemy is soon will be defeated, and the truth of all that's been covered up will be revealed. So stay safe, stay well, and stay alive.